The international break is finally over. And you know what that means? The Premier League is back after 2 long weeks. I'm actually can't wait for this weekend. Before we begin, guys, make sure to also follow up my YouTube channel called Hillary United 1, which is linked in my bio. And you can also follow my Instagram as well, Hillary United 1, which is also linked in my bio. Both of these, to my YouTube and my Instagram, are linked in my bio as well. So make sure you go follow up. I post all my other content on that as well. So make sure you go give it a like and follow up for more. We kick off the Premier League weekend with Arsenal taking on Nottingham Forest. This could be a very interesting game. Ange Postecoglou's first game in charge at Nottingham Forest. This could go like either way, though, to be fair. Will Ange collect up his first 3 points in charge as Forest manager? Will Ange pull off a tactic masterclass or something? You never know. But for Arsenal, I'm not going to lie to you, I think it's an important game for them. You know, I think they need to bounce back if they want to be challenging for the title. So I'm going to go for a score prediction for Arsenal to win this by 3-1. Then we got Bournemouth versus Brighton. Both two very solid teams. They got very interesting players, you know. But I think I'm going to go with a home win. So I'm going to go for a score prediction of 2-1 to Bournemouth. Then we got Crystal Palace versus Sunderland. I'm not going to lie. Sunderland are a very decent side. You know, I fully back them to stay up in the Premier League. But I think when they play away from home, it's going to be tough. Plus, I think Crystal Palace, Mateta, Ismail Assar, despite the fact that they're losing Eze, I still think Crystal Palace will do well. They're actually winning this game, by the way. So Crystal Palace will win this game 2-0. Then we got Everton versus Aston Villa. I'm not going to lie. Jack Grealish, by the way, is absolutely cooking for Everton. Everton had a pretty fantastic start to the season. Jack Grealish is cooking for Everton. Got Player of the Month literally today, which was confirmed. Player of the Month of August last month, by the way. And yeah, Jack Grealish deserves it, man. He's cooking for Everton. But for Aston Villa, they're struggling right now because they're in the relegation zone right now. I could see this being a draw, but Villa will probably score. So I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. Then we got Fulham versus Leeds. I can see Fulham picking up their first 3 points of the season. Leeds might not be able to handle it, though. Fulham will be too much for them. I'm going to go for a score prediction of 3-1 to Fulham. Then we got Newcastle versus Wolves. Now, Wolves look like, they are in trouble right now. They're rock bottom of the table. They're 20th place in the league. Important game for Newcastle. Newcastle, I need to win this. Because now they brought in, Jan Wissa and Nick Walter-Made. They brought in 2 strikers. They have to at least score more goals. So I'm going to go for Newcastle to win this game 2-0. Friday night football, which brings us a London derby. West Ham versus Tottenham. I'm not gonna lie, this could be an interesting game. There could be a shock here in this London derby. But for West Ham, even though they did beat Nottingham Forest, they just still don't look as good as they were right now. Because they started off their campaign very badly. They already got a lot of work to do. But for Tottenham, I'm not going to lie, they haven't won at the London Stadium since 2019? I don't know. But I have a feeling that Tottenham could win. I think they could bounce back, you know. Kudos against his former club. I see Tottenham win this game 2-1. Then we got Brentford versus Chelsea. Another London derby at Saturday Night Football. Now, the thing is that Chelsea haven't won at the GTEC Community Stadium since 2021. I think Chelsea could actually win this time. Brentford, they look a bit mid, in my opinion. I don't know. So I'm going to go for Chelsea to win this game 3-0. I think Chelsea got a very strong squad. On to Super Sunday. We've got Burnley versus Liverpool. This could be where Alexander Isak could make his debut. You never know. But anyways, it's going to be easy, comfortable win for Liverpool. I'm going to score for the score prediction of them winning this game 4-0 away from home. Then we got the big one, the biggest game of the weekend, the Manchester Derby. Manchester City versus Manchester United. I'm not going to lie, this could be a very close game. But, however, I think it could be a draw, but there will be more goals in this game. I'm going to go for a score prediction of 3-3 in the Manchester Derby between City and United. So that is my Premier League predictions for this weekend. I'm not gonna lie, I'm buzzing for this one. There could be shocks, drama, upset, entertainment. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Make sure to like, follow for more, and comment down below. Comment down below your score predictions for this weekend's games. Who do you think is going to be collecting 3 points this weekend? Make sure to like up and follow for more, and I'll see you in the next one.